know what I really hate? Expectations. I think expectations suck. Expectation is basically emotional luggage that someone dumps on you. And I know that you can relate to this because, well, you live in Bali, which means that society thinks that just because you don't have a 9-to-5 job, just because you don't have kids and you're not married, you are a failure. And that's not true. I mean, you are a failure, but for different reasons. You are emotionally unstable, obviously. You have a drinking problem and you can hold a handstand longer than a relationship. The first row, love this one. The other one, huh? But that's the thing, 90% of the people back home secretly envy our lifestyle here in Bali. And the reason is because they have no idea how we live here in Bali. Because most of you came here not because you wanted a more luxurious life, but because you couldn't afford your home country to begin with. But the problem is that we just swapped one expectation for another one. For example, I'm 36 years old, which means that back home in Italy, people expect me to drop my comedy career to focus on a real job and maybe go on stage once a month, but ideally refrain from it. Here in Bali they have a different expectation. I'm 36 years old, so people expect me here to drop masturbation, to focus on my tantric bliss, and maybe ejaculate once a month, but ideally refrain from it, and fuck both of those expectations. To me, masturbating and comedy is very interconnected. I do both of them in front of the largest number of people. I have a cult following in both, and I receive the same reaction. Applauses and sometimes cheers. Plus my mother denies it, but she watched at least a couple of times. But being a comedian, as I get more and more recognized, the problem is that here in Bali I get more and more recognized, and now everyone is expecting me to be funny all the time, to be happy all the time, to make them lol all the time. And it would be just like expecting Russian women to be rude all the time. Sometimes they're nice when you give them money. Or expecting life coaches to be full of shit all the time. No, actually that's exactly how it is. They're full of shit all the time. By the way, LOL, L-O-L, I think is writing LOL on the messages is the biggest recurrent lie in a modern history, together with, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm wearing a condom. Turn around. Sorry, my pull-out game is strong. I mean, seriously, how many times have you really laughed out loud while writing LOL? Never. That's the thing. I think people should write QE instead of LOL. Quietly exhaling. Because that's what they do.